From the colored shavings to her local community, World Dairy Expo's 2018 Dairy Woman of the Year has left her mark. A dairy farmer since birth, this award winner grew up showing and judging cattle, continues to give her time and talent to local community groups and farms alongside her husband in Rochester, Minnesota. It is World Dairy Expo's pleasure to recognize Jeannette Sheehan as the 2018 Dairy Woman of the Year. Jeannette was born into an active dairy farming family and spent her childhood showing and judging cattle. In 1971, she was a member of the winning senior dairy judging team at the Minnesota State Fair, and by 1975, she was coaching the team. At a young age, Jeannette became an accomplished showperson as well as the president of the Minnesota Junior Holstein Association. A graduate of the University of Minnesota, Twin Cities, with a degree in animal science, this honoree utilizes her education as a partner in Sheehan Farms in Rochester, Minnesota, farming alongside her husband, Robert, and in partnership with other members of the Sheehan family. Jeannette specializes in calf care, heifer raising, and farm finances. Sheehan Farms is a 2-location business with a freestall barn and a 55-cow tie stall barn, both utilized to care for 300 milking members of the herd. Jeannette and Robert comprise the team responsible for the management of the tie stall barn. The herd at Sheehan Farms has been recognized with Progressive Genetic Herd Awards from Holstein Association USA 20 times and has also received nearly 24 Progressive Breeder Registry Awards. In 2007, the Sheehans were honored with the Minnesota PDCA Distinguished Breeder Award. These awards are made possible by the numerous homebred excellent cows that help the farm maintain a breed age average of 109, including Sheehan Durham Arrow, better known to many as Thomas. Thomas and Jeannette spent the summer of 2016 in the spotlight as the team worked to achieve Grand Champion of the Minnesota State Holstein Show and the Midwest Fall National Show. Then, Jeannette and Thomas made a splash at World Dairy Expo, being named not only the champion bred and owned animal in the International Holstein Show, but also the Grand Champion Holstein and Reserve Supreme Champion. These accomplishments capped off an unforgettable show season that Jeannette dedicated to her late father, who passed away that summer. As the breeder, owner, and exhibitor, Jeannette's authentic reaction to Thomas's win is one of the highlights of her life.
Congratulations, Jeannette, on being Dairy Woman of the Year by World Dairy Expo. What an honor. Your hands-on work with your registered Holstein herd, your 4-H involvement, especially in the dairy judging 4-H contest arena, both at the county, state, and national level, have been great. You've also added a lot to dairy promotion, to promoting of our product and working with that. In addition, you've worked a lot with people who have non-agricultural backgrounds, trying to help them understand what production, livestock, management, and care is all about. Your showmanship skills have been great from Dakota way on to the national level when you showed that Grand Champion Holstein cow at World Dairy Expo. Again, congratulations, Jeannette. You make us very proud in Minnesota.
On and off the farm, Jeannette volunteers her time connecting with members in her local community and beyond. A volunteer in Midwest Dairy Association's Speak Out program. Jeannette hosts farm tours and spends time in the classroom as a Minnesota Ag in the Classroom presenter. She's also given time as a panelist for Dairy Girl Network. A few years ago, this dairy woman chaired an 8-person volunteer committee tasked with the responsibility of every aspect in the creation of the Ag Star Miracle of Birth Center at the Olmsted County Fair. Under Jeannette's leadership and vision, the project has been an overwhelming success. Jeannette also maintains involvement in non-dairy related organizations. She is the religious education director at St. Bridget's Catholic Church, along with a member of the Soul Sisters Singing Group, organizer of weekly yoga, and founder of a monthly family night. This dairy woman also volunteers at St. Francis Elementary School and is involved with the Dow Divas. an investment club consisting of women dedicated to learning hands-on investment strategies. A product of youth dairy organizations, Jeannette gladly helped develop the Southeast Minnesota All Breeds Youth Dairy Show, a one-day show held each summer. On a larger scale, Jeannette has impacted dairy youth as a 12-time official judge for the National 4-H Dairy Judging Contest, held at World Dairy Expo. For the past 19 years, she has coached or coordinated the Olmsted County 4-H Dairy Judging Program, including coaching numerous nationally recognized teams, like the 1999 national champions that included her son Andrew. Jeannette's daughters, Kelly and Krista, also benefited from their mother's support. Both girls held titles as Olmsted County Dairy Princesses and were selected as finalists for Princess K of the Milky Way. In doing so, each daughter earned a coveted butter sculpture at the Minnesota State Fair.
Congratulations, Jeannette. I was thrilled when I heard you were named 2018 Woman of the Year. I can't think of anyone more deserving than you. You know, cows and dairying have been a big part of your life from the very beginning. But it's really the involvement and the commitment that you have given to the industry, Jeannette, that has helped you make such an influence on so many lives, including your own children. I'm so happy for all you have accomplished. Congratulations, my friend.
While her accomplishments both on and off the farm have been great and many, this dairy woman is most grateful for the chance to grow up on a farm and raise her own children in the same fashion, surrounded by a loving family and learning about strong work ethic and a strong faith in God. Her family has grown in recent years to include daughter Kelly, her husband Dan Kendall, and their children Connor, Alex, and Britta, son Andrew and his wife Juliana, and their daughters Elena and Hattie, and daughter Krista and her husband Jordan Kuzma, and their daughters Eleanor and Charlotte. A large part of her life is now focused on being grandma to her 7 grandchildren, who enjoy farming with grandma and grandpa and showing calves like the many generations before them. Jeannette can be found during the summer hauling junior calves to shows for family and friends' children, ensuring they too have the opportunity to be impacted by the dairy community. After a lifetime volunteering in her community, owning and operating a successful dairy farm, and influencing the next generation of consumers and dairy producers, World Dairy Expo is pleased to honor Jeannette Sheehan as the 2018 Dairy Woman of the Year.